welcome to Impacted.
Yeah. He's got that headset on.
I was trying to be clever with my hood, but never mind. Never mind.
I'll try that again.
Trying to show my hood off, but never mind. Right. Welcome back, TNI UK Impacted 256, and I'm coming to you live by the Total Nonstop Impact Network on YouTube and Twitch. And if you listen on the go, then we're also available on SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you list your favorite shows. We are there. I am, of course, your host, the Bison, and today I am joined by my one and only co-host, of course, coming to us from the void of his own mind, of course, the Joeker. Hello, buddy.
How you doing?
I'm all right, man.
Good,
all right,
good.
You?
I'm good, thank you. A lot better than I was last week, I can assure you guys.
Yeah, you weren't in a good place last week, mate. I was a bit worried when we come on live. I was like, oh my God, what's going on?
Yeah, epilepsy sucks.
Yeah,
simple as that.
But you did well.
Yeah.
You did well considering, it just sort of kind of came on, didn't it? All of a sudden.
Oh yeah, literally like before we went live, it literally just bloody come on. But fuck it, I was like, I'm not letting it bloody hamper everything. I'm out of it.
Mate, it's, you know what I mean. It's all good. It's all good. We managed to get through it.
Yeah.
Good. No, hopefully nobody noticed.
I think they did. They're not. So.
If they did, they did. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. But we're back. Ready to smash it with our review today. But Joe,
yeah,
let's have a quick look in the chat. You got to bring the chat up for me, bro. I can't see it.
Oh yes, chat. Here we go, guys.
Bring it up so I can see who's in. Who joined us already?
Lovely peeps. Courtney's here. Barry Monkeys. Eric Isaac joined us at the top of the show. How you doing?
Okay. Hello, Eric. How are you, my friend? It's nice to see Courtney as well, and Barry. Barry Monkeys with us.
Yeah.
Hey? Look at that. Did you like that impression, Barry? Yeah? Yeah, I'm liking it. I actually do quite a good gorilla impression. But I'm not going to do that on air.
That's like Shaun of the Dead.
I'm not going to do that on air, but I am pretty good at it. If you ever catch me live at a show, you've got to get me to do a gorilla impression, and I will do it. I will do it live. There and then. Show off the skills. Yeah.
I'll hold you to that if I can remember it next time we come around. I'll get it live for everyone.
Listen up, though, Joe. Let's have a chat about the news and the rumours. We've got a couple of bits and bobs going on this week, but not massive. Obviously, the huge news last week was the TV deal, which we sort of kind of got slapped back into all of that.
Yeah.
Bonkers is already talking about Saturday night main event. We'll get to that in a second as well. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, chaps. Hang on a minute. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry, I pressed the button accidentally on the side here. Here we go. Okay. Oh, hello, Mir. Thanks for joining us. So first thing on our little thing to talk about, we got Masha Slamovic's contract is quietly expired at the start of the month.
Yeah.
And she's now been removed from the TNA roster page. So obviously with all the controversy of what's going on with her at the moment, they've decided not to rehire, I guess. And of course, Joe Hendry's also disappeared off the roster page now as well. So he's officially gone from TNA. I mean, we knew that he was going.
Yeah, everyone knew he was going after some anniversary. So, but still, it's now officially done and dusted. The fans can't say, "Oh, but Joe Hendry's not staying there any longer."
He's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, so... You can't say his name anymore.
No.
Yep. But we've had a lot of fun with Joe.
Yeah, it was a good run. It was good to see him back.
It was great, and I think we had a lot of fun on the show with him as well.
Yeah,
we did. We had a lot of fun with the
sound bites,
the sound bites and the clips and stuff. We had a lot of fun. Loved it. So. It was great. It was great to have Joe as part of as part of TNA for as long as we did. He did an amazing job. No, I mean, who would have thought that Joe Hendry would absolutely have blown up like that? Who would have thought it?
Yeah, that was incredible. Yeah, it was like one of the best wow situations of the modern era of wrestling. Just see someone just literally burst out almost out of nowhere, like the way Joe Hendry did.
But I mean, the interesting thing is here though, is that he's gone to NXT at the moment. He's not on the main
Yeah.
roster yet. He's on NXT, which when we've got a partnership. So at the end of the day, it doesn't mean that it's necessarily the end of Joe Hendry on TNA programming. We still might see him, turn up from time to time. We're certainly going to continue seeing him on NXT for the time being, like we did this past Tuesday. So we'll talk about that in a second. Okay, so this set of tapings, Star Award, presented by obviously the boss, Carlos Silva. He gave it out to Matt and Tom. The announce teams this time, and I think that was fantastic. What did you think of that? I agree with him as well. I think and Matt was like, Tom is basically the quarterback. Tom is he's like the GOAT, and he's sort of kind of just there to back him up a little bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, Matthew Rayward's been really, really humble. He's really humble. He doesn't like to brag about himself, despite his character and that. But but Tom Hannafin has been insane. The amount of passion he's shown for TNA since he came in is incredible. This has been probably the best announced team since Mike Tenay and Don West.
Yeah, I agree. I
love the Pope and Josh Matthews, who were the first guys I heard after Mike and Don. But
I like the Pope, but I also like Taz. I'm not going to lie. When TNA Taz on commentary was great.
Especially when the beautiful people came out. Taz would go Johnny Lawler when the beautiful people would come out.
I love Taz. I love Taz on there as well. I thought he was great. So that was good to see that the announce team got some recognition, because they do make the show sometimes, their commentary, and of course they help with the storytelling as well. And I don't think there's enough credit given to announce teams when it comes to enhancing stories. So I think that's good as well. Also, some fantastic news that came out, I believe, yesterday, was that all 3 days in El Paso were sold out. 3 days. That is impressive to sell out 3 days. I'm not sure how many they play, but they got to be at least 2K a night.
Yeah.
So that you're talking 6,000 people. It's not bad.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
That is really, really good. It just goes to show in Mexico that El Paso is a really good stomping ground for TNA. So we're gonna
it's Guerrero country, so it's always have a huge wrestling family.
Well, the good thing is they absolutely love Mike Santana, don't they? I've noticed that. So that's really, really cool. But yeah, no, fantastic. That is fantastic news. It just goes to show that the brand is growing, and it's growing rapidly, and it's growing to the point where it's really starting to sell tickets now, which is awesome. Absolutely awesome. It also appears that Bear Johnson, of course, has joined TNA with his debut with Final Resolution, along with Vincent and Dutch, the Righteous faction. Now, all these guys have been promoting TNA all over the social media. So I would imagine that, although it's not been officially announced, I would imagine that they're probably around for a little while, which is fantastic. I don't know whether the Anderson, I think they're brothers.
Brock Anderson and I forgot the other one. He was CW. He was
CW Anderson. He and of course that's Arn Anderson's boys. Am I right, or cousins?
Yeah. Brock is Arn Anderson's cousin, I think, or
son.
Or son. Yeah,
I believe it's his son.
Yeah, and the other one's his cousin.
Right. So I think that I'm not really overly bothered about that, but I have to say that if it means that we could possibly get Arn in the background, I would. It wouldn't bother me at all.
Good manager, and Brock was impressive in his match, and as was I've forgotten his name now, and he was really impressive.
They are very impressive.
Yeah, Bear Bronson was
Bronson. Sorry, that's it. Bear Bronson.
Bear Bronson. I think he's going to be next. He's going to be the one system they're going to bring in.
Yeah, you think?
The system.
I think it's going to be Matt Cardona, mate.
Or if it is Matt Cardona, that would be so cool. If it is Matt Cardona, Given how he's been being booked, I agree, it's definitely a possibility. But I'm still thinking he could be going to WWE next year.
Yeah, I think it's definitely. Apparently CW Anderson is not related to Arn. Okay, so it's just Brock.
Yeah,
okay, that's fine. But either way, they're a pretty solid tag team, and it would be interesting to see whether they are going to stick around for a little while. Would be cool, and of course Bear Bronson as well would be is great. So again, we're starting to see some new talent coming in, which is awesome. And of course, I'm sure the new TV deal financially is helping that as well, which is good to see. But it'd be interesting to see who else we get coming in. They've sort of kind of introduced us to those two towards the end of this year. Who are we going to see turn up? Later on in the year. I'll tell you something else I'd like to see as well. Now that the Righteous are there, it would be interesting to see Elijah join up with Vincent and Dutch, because I believe they've got a bit of a they've got a bit of a past.
That would be really cool. I can see that happening. Or even just getting him involved in a storyline and then seeing where it goes from there, just to test the water.
Yeah, exactly. I think that would be very, very cool indeed. Very, very cool. I just want to say a quick. I know you're good with the happy birthdays, Joe, but let's just quickly bang out a happy birthday to TNA Knockout Mara Sade, which is awesome. I'm not sure how old she is, but
I just dropped her a message asking her to give Ryan Nemeth a super kick as a happy birthday present from all the fans to her. Because that was fucking brilliant.
I'll tell you what, though, did you see the vignettes that they were doing with Rosemary and Ryan?
I've not, no, but I've seen some of the Instagram clips of Ryan Nemeth just going around town with the turkey suit on.
Mate, honestly, I'm telling you now, right? Unbelievable that was. I love it. I love what Ryan the check the Rosemary ones out with him. Really, really good. Really, really good.
It's almost like
I just want to say,
but with Ryan Nemeth.
Dave Strummer, is it? Nice, thanks for joining us, Dave. He can't sign with WWE unless they buy him out of his current contract, because he's signed to a multi-year deal with TNA. I believe it's 3 or 4 years. So it's gonna. So unless they buy him out of that, then that's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But you never know, because at the end of the day, they've got a big. It's business. They've got a big pot of money, and let's face the facts. At the end of the day, if WWE want him, they'll pay. So who knows? I suppose it could happen, but we'll see. Okay, announced on WWE Raw, and this is the big one for me. It was announced on Raw. Leon Slater and Javon Evans to face AJ Styles and Dragon Lee on WWE Saturday night main event.
Wow, that's going to be fucking amazing.
That's huge. That is huge.
That is huge.
Yeah. Hang on a minute. Joker, can you say Mara Sade, since Bison still doesn't know how to say her last name right? I don't. How do you say it? Sade.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right, yeah. Dude, next time we'll get you to say it. It's fine. Because I just forget. Because I just look at it, Sade.
I know.
Sade.
It's Spanish.
Yeah, well, anyway, so it is Sade. Okay, it's fine. Don't get your knickers in a twist, Mir. We're all good. We're all friends. We're all friends here. Hey, Punk, thanks for joining us, mate.
Hello.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Okay, so that's all good, but that should be a hell of a thing there. I have a funny feeling that we're going to see AJ Styles put the pin on Leon Slater. What do you think?
Yes.
I'm pretty sure of that.
That
potentially sets up
Styles versus Leon Slater to kick off next year.
Yeah.
As the first match on AMC, Styles versus Slater,
or Genesis.
Yeah, or Genesis, but it would be to kick off AMC Impact with AJ Styles versus Leon Slater would be awesome.
Yeah,
get the year off with a huge fucking fire set of fireworks. Never mind a bang.
It would be amazing. Well, it'd be a hell of a coup, wouldn't it? It certainly get people wanting to check out Impact to see what it's all about. That's for sure. Because that's the key. It's just getting people to tune in. Whether they tune in to see a one-off appearance from AJ Styles, the fact is they'll tune into the show and they'll get to see everything else, and hopefully it'll be a really good show and people will want to keep watching. That's that's kind of where we need to be at with it. But Mason Anthony, he's stating that WWE only want to use TNA wrestlers to see how good they are, then sign them.
That's how the business works, really. You get wrestlers onto your product, you see how good they are, and if you think they're good enough, you take them on. If not, then that's just business.
I think we need to get over. I think we need to get over the fact that at the end of the day, WWE are the biggest wrestling promotion in the world by a country mile, and if you are a professional wrestler, then to be a WWE superstar has got to be the pinnacle of your career.
Yeah.
And for me, as much as I'm a TNA fan, I get it, and if they go, I wish them all the best. It's as simple as that, And if TNA becomes a platform to help people move into the WWE at some point, once they've got the TV exposure, etc., and they've got the experience and they're showing to be a draw, then good luck to them. I say good luck to them all the way. Earn the money, get out safe and uninjured, and have a happy life. There you go. That's it. That's me done. No more to say on the matter. Leon Slater competed in the men's Iron Survivor Challenge at NXT Deadline. He gained a point over former TNA World Champion Joe Hendry, which was interesting. It was Joe that got pinned, but ended on 1 point as Javon Evans wins the match at the very last minute. What a shock! I guess they're not going to be giving.
But I saw how this match ended. The final that was really, really, literally last second. The ending was set up brilliantly. How Joe Hendry took Leon Slater out with a powerbomb over the ropes or something, and it took Hendry out with him, and then it was just literally like those two guys in the ring. One was unconscious, got the pin literally before the final bell tolled. It was brilliantly timed and brilliantly executed.
Yeah. Sorry, Mason. I agree with you, my friend. I didn't say that it was the best wrestling show to watch, because obviously my first wrestling promotion is TNA. That's what I watch. I prefer what TNA do to what WWE do. But you cannot deny that that's where the money is, and you cannot deny that is the Mount Everest of pro wrestling. Facts. The Bison spouting facts today. Anyway, TNA are expanding their street teams again in El Paso, Texas, and Albuquerque, New Mexico. So there's definitely obviously plans on going back to Texas, El Paso. And why wouldn't you? I think when you do 3 days of sellout shows, you've got to go back, aren't you?
Definitely, you've got to go back. You've got to give Mike Santana is going to get some sort of big title opportunity the next time they go back to El Paso or something.
Oh, definitely, my friend, definitely. I'm down with all of that for sure. I wish I lived in a city in the US sometimes, because I'd definitely be on a street. Do you know what? I wouldn't actually. I would be I'd be a manager of probably one of the tag teams. You know what I mean? That's probably what I'd be.
That'd be cool.
That's what I'd be doing, mate. That's what I'd be doing. I'll tell you that for nothing. Now, I don't know what I'd be. I'd certainly get involved in that side of things, though. I'd love to sort of be part of a promotion team or whatnot. That would be really cool. Anyway, right. Tickets are now on pre-sale for Genesis and Live Impact on AMC. For the first AMC, obviously Live Impact of 2026. They're going to fly off the shelves. I'm pretty certain of that. What do you think?
Definitely. The amount of momentum TNA's had since the start of the year and last 2 or 3 years, and we've seen tickets flying off. We've had sellout of event after sellout event pretty much all year. So I can see these tickets going very, very quickly. And anyone that gets to go to these shows have a fucking great time.
Yeah, I do as well. You know what? It's a gutter. I can't wait for them to come back to the UK.
Yeah,
it's going to be fantastic. Okay, so one thing I'm for certain as well is with all the connections that AMC have got with channels in Europe, the UK, etc. I think we could certainly see TNA turn up on UK channel pretty soon. I think 2026, you're going to see TNA on domestic TV in the UK, right?
They'll definitely be talking about it now as well. They've got the US with the big one sorted.
That's exactly what they wanted. They wanted
Yeah.
to focus on that. They've got what they needed. They got what they wanted. Now will come the next, the next set of TV channels, I'm sure. Okay, so next Thursday on Impact, we're going to get a real steel cage match. TNA versus NXT Outsiders. Team TNA for me should have been the system, but all good. If we get what we've got is fine. It's the Hardys, I believe. You got Matt Cardona in there, which is interesting as well.
Steve Maclin, Matt Cardona, and the Hardys and Mike Santana. So all of them have got beef with everybody on NXT more than the system do.
Well, yes, I get that. I do. I totally understand that. But I just
I would have loved to have seen the system, but then there's only four members of the system, so it would have been the system and then Matt Cardona, all the system, and Mike Santana.
There you go. Yeah. That's exactly what I was going to say, and that's where they could have potentially brought Matt Cardona in as a potential system.
One thing I really like about this is that when they got into Access TV, they kicked it off with a steel cage match as their main event, and they'll probably this will be the main event for this night. And they're ending their time on Access essentially with a steel cage match. It's a great way, nice way to see that come full circle too.
Yeah, I mean they started it with a cage match, and now they're gonna potentially.
Yeah, I think it's really cool. Just little things like that just crossed my mind, and I thought, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, no, it is cool. And from what I can gather, it's a proper cage as well.
Yeah, this is going to be amazing. An actual refund, old school cage.
Yeah. So Tim Whistler, 123. TNA has been on UK TV, not getting a lot of viewers, and the UK TV has not renewed their contract. That's actually not strictly true. Yes, they were on a pay channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's completely, that's not what we're looking at, and as you need them to be on a channel like I don't know, channel ITV4 or 3 or something, or challenge.
ITV's got AEW, so I'm not sure if that's getting viewed a lot, to be honest, because that's on like last time I checked, it was on like 2 o'clock in the morning or something.
Yeah, they bumped it, haven't they?
Yeah.
So they have bumped it. But the fact of the matter is, UK has a massive history with TNA.
Yeah.
And all TNA has to do is keep continuing to put out the stuff they're putting on at the moment. And what they need to do is keep going the way they're going. That's they got to keep going the way they're going, and they will get those fans back in the UK, because I don't think the fans in the UK don't want to watch TNA anymore. I think it's just a case of it's been so long since they've been able to.
Yeah.
I think that's what it is more than anything else. But hopefully, fingers crossed, it will get back on a TV channel in the UK. They can start pushing it. They can start promoting it, and of course that will, improve over time. I think the issue is that until they're able to put themselves out there at a good time on a decent free to view TV channel, you're not going to get a massive viewership. So you're only going to get a small viewership, which is what happened when they went on the Plus, was it, or something? Yeah. I don't think, something like that. And was it on? It was something like channel 429 or something on cable. I don't know, something like that. But anyway, at the moment, the majority of UK fans that obviously watch it on TNA Plus. I actually like it on TNA Plus. I'm not going to lie, because you can watch it whenever you like. It's not. Once it goes out, you can. I can get up and watch it live, or I can get up at say 6 in the morning and watch it before I go to work, or I can leave it till later on that day and I can watch it whenever I like.
Yeah.
So I quite like it, to be fair. It gives me a bit of flexibility. So, like say, it's streaming. It's a bit like, Netflix.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I I quite like it. If I'm honest, I do. But there you go. There we go. Let's move on, shall we? Let's have a chat about Final Resolution, Joe. Let's start giving it a bit of a review, shall we?
Okie dokie.
Okay. So the first countdown match was Cedric Alexander defeating Eric Young. So, I don't want to harp on about this.
Yeah, but what's going
Again,
on, guys?
Eric is losing. Don't get me wrong. Is he likely to beat someone of the caliber and youth of Cedric Alexander? Probably not. But I think that the issue is that you can't create this kind of persona or this cleanse storyline if Eric can't beat anybody. What is the point? It's a joke.
Yeah, unless that is meant to be the whole point of the story. In that case, it's just a complete waste of time.
No, I'm sorry, it's a joke.
Yeah.
That is not. Surely that's not what it is. I don't get that. Hi, Bob. Yeah, we do watch them on NXT. We don't necessarily watch. I don't necessarily watch the entire shows. I'm more of a highlight guy. I sort of watch the TNA wrestlers and then move on.
I can check out the highlights when I can. If I could get WWE and NXT on at regular time, and have a regular schedule to watch it, then I would do. But I got so much in between.
I watch it on Netflix. What I do is I scan through it. I've explained this so many times on the show that I don't have the time to sit down and watch hours and hours and hours of wrestling. So I focus my time on TNA, which is my favorite promotion.
Yeah.
And I try and sort of kind of keep up on highlights of other things. I generally don't watch AEW at all anymore. I used to watch highlights of that, but I just don't like it, and it's just a waste of my time. So I'm not up for it at all. Anyway, moving back on, Gia Miller interviews Leon Slater, who is confident ahead of his X Division title defense against AJ Francis later on tonight. BDE arrives to support Slater, which is interesting. So the system moves Eddie Edwards and Brian Myers. Alisha Edwards defeat Brock Anderson, CW Anderson, and Bear. They're all debuting talents.
Yeah.
But Bear Bronson as well. What did you think of this match, Joe? I thought this was a really good match.
This was fucking brilliant. This is an amazing match. I loved it. Bear Bronson and Brock Anderson. Those two really put on a hell of a performance in this match and showed that these are two guys that TNA should definitely be put in pen to paper next year. But if they bring them in as a tag team, bring one of them over to the system, and let's see what happens from there, because they were absolutely outstanding in this match, and it was a great to see it. I didn't know that Bear Bronson was trained by Brian Myers, so that was something great to see. See them two working together, and then it was just a really, really great match, really aggressive, really fast paced. It was just brilliant. It was just so good to see.
I think that's again why. Where there is a possibility that Bear Bronson could end up in the system, because obviously he is part of the Myers stable, which is obviously a potential way in for Bear Bronson. And like you said, he is a beast, and he is a good wrestler. So who knows? We could end up with Bear Bronson in the system. We'll have to wait and see on that one. But it was a good match. I enjoyed it. Then Final Resolution begins with the first opening match being Santana versus Charlie Dempsey. Now, again, TNA really do have an ability to make sure that their very first matches, their opening matches of shows are really good.
Yeah.
Now, this was a really, really good wrestling match. Mike Santana obviously gets the win over Charlie Dempsey, but man, Charlie Dempsey again proves he might be a little bit bland, because that's my issue with him. I think his character is boring as hell. Okay, but the boy can wrestle.
Yeah, well, he's William Regal's son, so he's going to have that huge wrestling pedigree in him, and he just showed it brilliantly. His technical ability is incredible.
Absolutely. So, from a pure wrestling point of view, you stick him in the ring with somebody, he's going to have a really good match. And this, again, every time I've seen him perform, on TNA, I've been impressed with his in-ring work. But I just find him boring as hell as a character. I never found William Regal boring as hell, but I find Charlie Dempsey boring as hell. I gotta be honest. It's a shame because he's great in the ring. I give him his kudos for his ring work. Really, really good stuff. Really, really good stuff. Did you? I mean, like you say, you enjoyed it as well.
I love this match. It's so good. Like you said, TNA have got a habit of really of kicking off events with absolute bangers. This is one of the best ways to start, best starting matches of the whole year.
Yeah, man,
incredible.
Oh, absolutely, and you're right, Barry. I totally agree with you. Unbelievable, Barry. Why do you think? Sorry, Bob. Why do you think Carlos is happy? Because he understands TNA's place. He understands that the pinnacle, the absolute pinnacle of any wrestler's career is ending up in the WWE. How difficult is that to understand?
Well, you're not going to say congratulations, but I'm really pissed off that you're leaving.
Yeah, I'm sure he,
You're not going to let someone go if you don't want them to grow their career.
I'm sorry, but
clearly you might as well just do what Tony Khan did to Ray Phoenix and try and lock him in as long as possible.
Why do that? Yeah, why do that? It's just stupid. But anyway, during an interview with Gia Miller, Frankie Kazarian promises victory in tonight's TNA World Title defense against JDC. Interesting stuff.
Gia was really pissed off with him.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wish she just gave him a whack across the face. That would have been so funny.
Hey, Armin, thanks for joining us, brother. Thanks for joining us. Dempsey he's so good. He could have the same type of character or go a mix between Angle and Moxie, and he could, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could possibly see that. Okay, so after a fun knockouts tag title match, I thought this was good. Now, I have repeatedly said I've been a bit disappointed in Iinspiration since they come back to TNA, but this match I thought was okay. This was pretty good. I give it a good solid 3.5 out of 5 if I was giving it stars.
Yeah, we're doing Meltzer ratings.
This was entertaining. There's no doubt about it. It was entertaining. Yeah. Tessa Blanchard was again awesome. Victoria Crawford is showing that she's actually a much better wrestler.
She stood out the most in this match.
She's a much better wrestler than people give her credit for. That is for sure. But the Iinspiration get the win. I honestly thought that they were going to put it on Victoria and Tessa.
I thought, but I was really entertained by this match as well. I've been very, very critical of the Iinspiration since they came back because I was so eager to see them come back, and then it was just like a flat tire. But this was a really good match. They were really entertaining. But Victoria Crawford stole the whole show for me, as far as this match goes. She was incredible. But the Iinspiration put on a really good show in this match, and Tessa's just Tessa Blanchard. You're not going to find a fault with her anywhere unless you want to be some nitpicky asshole.
Yeah, exactly that. Exactly that.
Yeah, Barry Monkey. Yeah, the Iinspiration looked decent, but their finisher is bloody awful. They got that. I don't like that their version of the Magic Killer.
No, they don't. They don't do a very good job of it, do they? That's the problem.
No, they need a new finisher. But that'll be the only criticism I have to say about the Iinspiration. Really, is they need a new finisher or something different because it's just it doesn't work. Doesn't seem to work for them, or they need to change how to execute it somehow. Make it so it's got more of an impact because it's just pick them up and drop them on the floor.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. And in answer to Mason's question, absolutely not. And I'm assuming that Paul Matheson is replying to that as well.
Yeah.
No, I would not like to see Danhausen get signed by TNA, not at all.
I've not seen him in the ring, so I don't have. I know who he is, but I haven't seen him in the ring, so I can't really.
He's okay, but he's not a bad wrestler. I mean, I'm not gonna say he's a bad wrestler, but he's the sort of character you just don't. We don't need. It's no. For me, it's a bit of a meh character. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, not for me. Not for me. Ray, no, Mash has not left. She's just not been re-signed. So there you go. Director of
Yeah, so
Authority.
her contract expired at the start of the month,
Yeah.
so she just didn't get re-signed because of all the ongoing legal issues, which we're not going to go into.
Yeah, that's none of our business what's going on there, and which is a real shame. But hopefully, it'll get sorted out in the end, and maybe she can come back.
Yeah, definitely.
Director of Authority Santana Morella asks the official liaison between TNA and NXT, Ariana Grace, for her help in the ongoing investigation with the NXT Outlaws. Now, her reaction at the end of this was interesting.
Yeah, something's not right there.
Yeah, something's definitely not right. Something's definitely
wrong. Oh, hello, Sammy. The mass dog has arrived.
Oh, the mass dog.
Yeah.
So that's an interesting dynamic. That's an interesting dynamic there. Now, after an intense and really good street fight, Matt Cardona defeats Mance Warner with Steph DeLander, of course, in his corner in the street fight. It's interesting. Matt Cardona appears to be winning matches currently.
Yeah, I love this. Was a good match, really good match.
But does that not tell you something?
It's just nice to see Matt Cardona winning instead of losing. Because usually when he's
but why?
Why not?
Well, because is he now signed?
I hope so. I hope he's signed. I hope he's at least seriously considering it a bit more now.
Because Mance is signed. Mance is signed,
yeah,
and he seems to be losing an awful lot. So I don't see, like, for me, that would have been a perfect opportunity to give Mance a win, right, over the Deathmatch King, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know, strange one.
Yeah.
Okay, an emotional JDC prepares to challenge Frankie Kazarian for the TNA World Title tonight. JDC wants to face his close friend and ally Eddie Edwards in his final match at Genesis. So he'd like to, I thought that was pretty good.
So I would love to see. I wish JDC did win, and then it would have been too soon for Frankie Kazarian to lose. But I hope he does get a match with Eddie Edwards at Genesis, at least to finalize everything regardless. But it would have been really cool if it was for a title.
I guess.
I think
it'd be a great match.
They're dropping hints of how they're going to write him off at Genesis, but it's going to be emotional regardless. But that promo was really good, though.
He is good, though. He's so much better than I think people realise. You know what I mean? He's come to TNA, and they've really given him a platform to just be himself. I think he's done a really, really good job since he's been there, and proved in the ring he's actually a really good wrestler as well. Not just he's not just a gimmick wrestler. He is a really good wrestler.
Yeah.
But Danhausen is a free agent. I got no idea, and I really don't care. I have a funny feeling that Matt Cardona has signed a contract. I can't, of some sort.
Yeah, paper appearances is mostly just
maybe, but it could be for a while. You know what I mean? It could be for quite a few appearances. I don't know. I think he must have signed something because, prior he's not been winning matches at all. He's just been coming in.
He's not. Yeah, he's not been promoting much. Now it's also every week. Every day he's pushing TNA as well.
Yes, exactly. So,
and he has been since Bound for Glory.
Yeah, totally.
Probably before then too, but I've noticed it more since Bound for Glory has ended. He's been pushing it and pushing it and pushing it and pushing it anytime something's come up. It's just really nice to see.
Absolutely. We then have the TNA International Title match, Joe. This is the most disappointing one for me. It was a good match. It was a really, really good match. But Stacks ends up winning the TNA International Championship. And becomes the new TNA International Champion over Steve Maclin of I just was gobsmacked.
That was like one of the most unexpected things I saw coming from the whole night. But wow, it's gonna fired up Steve Maclin is always good to see, and now he's really pissed off.
Just absolutely crazy, absolutely crazy. But it is what it is, and I think it's a potential way of sort of kind of creating pissed off people because obviously Steve's going to want that title back.
Definitely.
You know, he's already 2-time champ. You know, is he going to be 3-time champ by you know by Genesis potentially?
Maybe.
You know, yeah, I get what you're saying, Barry, but what you have to understand is that they're building a story, and I'm assuming that this has obviously got something to do with Santana, Santino and Ariana
Yeah.
Grace, etc. So it's going to be interesting to see what sort of kind of transpires with this one. Are we suddenly going to see Ariana Grace, you know, coming out next to Stacks with his title and all that kind of stuff? And
Yeah, that really, really pissed off Santino.
I think so. I think we're going to see that. But we'll see. We'll see. Now, the Hardys vow to remain TNA World Tag Team Champions when they defend against NXT's Tyson, Dupont, and Tyriek Igwe tonight. Nice promo. You know, that was pretty cool. We then get the TNA Knockouts World Champion, Ying Lee. Defeating Zaya Brookside for the TNA Knockouts World Championship. Really enjoyed this match.
One of my favorites of the night. I love this. This is so good.
Really good match. I think, you know, a lot of people have sort of kind of not been, you know, so over with Lee so much. Is it I have potentially, but I think she's fantastic. And Zaya proved what a good wrestler she is as well.
Yeah,
I thought this was a really good.
So Brookeside this was just brilliant. They were mixing up brilliantly. It wasn't a predictable match. It was so unpredictable. This match was just brilliantly entertaining.
Yeah, absolutely. I thought it was really good, really good. Then after the match, Lee and Brookeside hug each other in a tremendous sign of respect. After an interview with Gia Miller, Dana Luna attacks both Lee and Brookeside from behind. Indy Hartwell joins the fray to feud to fend off Dani Luna before security pulls them apart.
Dani Luna fucking launches one of the ones on the floor. I've not seen anyone do that since Jordan Grace, just to pick up someone and throw them out the
Unbelievable.
Way. That was brilliant.
The power that Dani has is very, very impressive.
I feel so sorry for security getting beaten up by the knockouts like that. Jordan Grace picks him up and press slams him, then he just picks him up, slams him onto the floor.
Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. Armand, do you not understand how stories work? If they didn't feud with the talents, then you wouldn't have a storyline. It'd be a complete waste of time having them over, wouldn't it? So after the match, Stacks celebrates with his TNA International title victory with the other NXT Outlaws. After what has to be, for me, one of the best multi-man matches of 2025. The Rascalz with Myron Reed, Trey, Miguel, Zachary Wentz, Desmond Xavier defeat Order 4. Obviously, John Skyler, Mr. Ali, Jason Hotch, and of course, Special Agent Zero with Tasha Steelz in the corner. This match was freaking believable. Unbelievable. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. What do you think?
This was match of the night alongside Zaya Brookside, Ying Lee, and Leon Slater's match. Leon Slater versus AJ Francis. Those three were the big standout matches to me of the whole night. This was just absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
And in the best way possible. I loved every second of this match. Even when Mustafa Ali just getting fed up and walking off as he does, and that coming back in to bite him on the ass when Elijah drags him off with this horse, that was fucking great too.
Yeah, man.
But the in-ring action, Agent Zero, my God, he proved he's more than just a gimmick. He's a monster. He is absolutely fantastic. The height he got on that dive, going out and taking 7 other people out, was incredible.
Absolutely.
I do hope we see Agent Zero like in-ring it like that again a lot more, because that is so impressive. That was brilliant. I love to see him go up against someone like Moose now, and then see where that goes. If this thing goes up against it, or Order 4 again. That's assuming if Mustafa Ali is still there, because his contract is apparently up at the end of the year. So he's one of the guys that people are reporting he might or might not be going.
Yeah. Yeah, no, exactly.
So where's Elijah dragging him off, writing him off TV?
exactly. Paul Matthewson is agreeing. Match of the night. Definitely. It was certainly for me one of the best matches of multi-man matches of the year for me. Definitely.
Yeah, so good to see all four Rascalz again, and hearing about Trey and Wentz's reactions to it from Tom Hannafin, when the first time and then this time around, it's always great to see that these matches mean so much to them as a team as well, in general, literally, physically and metaphorically, or whatever you want to put it out. It's more than just another match for them. This is like something that truly means something to them.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
yeah. And I agree, Ray.
Put it,
I agree, Ray UK, by the way. He was not going to come in as Wesley, was he? Let's face it.
No.
I actually like the vignette they did on Impact where they were sort of kind of like, pretend, who's this guy?
Yeah.
Who's this? That was brilliant.
Yeah. Back in the trio.
The trio stuff is so funny. Right. TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, Jeff and Matt obviously defeat Tyson, Dupont, and Tyriek Igwe to remain the TNA World Tag Team Champions. Again, Tyson.
Another good match.
Really, it was a good match. Tyson and Tyriek are really solid. Another example of how the goats can still go.
Definitely. Jeff was talking about he's got a neck injury and that, but he's still going on like he's still going non-stop. And that was something that I didn't know about until I'm watching it last night. That Jeff's apparently got some neck issues again, which is quite worrying. But seeing how much he put on it in this match during the night, it's like you wouldn't have thought it at all.
Yeah, it was just a really, really solid match. I think I think because of their experience, they 100% know how to put a match together, and how to sort of kind of be safe at the same time, to make sure that old injuries aren't necessarily repeated. I think it's a big thing. They know what they're doing. I so hope that both of them, when they finally retire from in-ring performance, certainly Matt stays around in the background because he is such a mind for the business.
Yeah, Matt Hardy is the master of reinvention and a creative genius. To have him backstage with Sami Callihan, working creative and talent scouts and things like that would be so good.
It would be amazing. I think I tell you what, there's three people that could be backstage. Can you imagine, right? Arn Anderson, Matt Hardy, and Sami Callihan. Oh my God, would just be absolutely amazing. Move Tommy aside. Let's get.
I thought you were going to say move Sami aside.
Move Tommy and Delirious aside, and let's bring in a couple of badasses. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, after the match, the lights go out, and the Righteous have arrived. Vincent and Dutch go to face with the Hardys.
Welcome back, Vincent. Yeah. It's good to see you.
Do you know what? Vincent was one of my favourite guests we've had on the show.
Yeah.
He was brilliant.
So good.
He really was.
So good to see. So good. I did not expect this at all. It was so. This made my jaw drop. I did not see this coming at all.
No. I love the chant as well. Who are you, or whatever it was.
It's like people forget about Vincent already. He on and one was like huge thing in 2024. How can everyone have forgotten?
No, and he was. I mean, the Righteous were quite big in Ring
of Honor and outside of Ring of Honor.
Exactly.
They were bit. So it's just like whoa.
Yeah,
people are really. I mean, even I knew about the Righteous a bit. I didn't see their matches in Ring of Honor, but I knew enough about them. It's still fucking spam.
Oh, get rid of it.
Yeah, blocking them on YouTube and blocking them on the restream. Thing will still be in the messages up there, but they are blocked from the channel now.
Good man. That's what we need. Get rid of the idiots.
Yeah.
The bots. Get rid of the bots. Get the AI out of there. Get them out of there.
Yeah. The BS.
Yeah, the BS. That's exactly what it is. Yeah. I don't really know the Righteous. Looking forward to seeing them. Barry, honestly, the Righteous are great, and
Yeah.
I would love to see Elijah join with them. I think that would be great. That would
Yes.
be a good direction to take Elijah. And if you put him in part of a faction like that as well, you know, he's carrying a bit of an injury. So it's a way of keeping him involved, keeping him on TV, where he
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily have to be doing one-on-one matches. But yeah, no, I think that would be cool. Here we go. Eric Young says that he will cleanse the disease from TNA Wrestling.
Yeah.
It's
This is where I think all these losses it's essentially Eric going completely insane.
stupid. It's
Yeah,
absolutely
it's
ridiculous.
Like,
yeah, I like it.
So rather than being a serious story, it's starting to look more like a joke. Which is so it's almost like Super Eric, but the mental breakdown version of Eric Young, the world class maniac, rather than super baby face.
It's just mental. It's just mental. Sorry. Who is this Mason Anthony guy?
I don't
Do you
know.
believe every fucking thing that you read that people that have nothing to do with the company anymore say? I mean, Conrad Thompson and Jeff Jarrett make a comment on a podcast that TNA could be up for sale. What a load of bollocks. It clearly isn't up for sale. And even if WWE did have first refusal, yeah, it's not going to be for quite, that might be the case. That might be, guys, part of the deal is if you do decide to sell the company, we'd like to have first refusal, please. Okay, whatever. But that doesn't mean to say that they're going to sell the company. The amount of effort that they've been putting in and the amount of money they've been spending, the amount of time
since Jeff Jarrett nearly crashed the whole company completely after Dixie Carter and Billy
you'd
Corgan.
have to be an absolute idiot to think that they are looking to sell the company right now. Like, honestly, just stop believing the shit that you hear. It's like, Jesus Christ, I bet you believe what that fucking Meltzer bloke says and all. Anyway, Leon Slater puts the TNA X Division title on the line against AJ Francis at First Class. Slater goes obviously for a handspring. I've gone for this one because I really enjoyed this match. But Francis swats him out of midair with an open palm strike. Francis hits Tennessee Whiskey in the corner, then grinds Slater with a submission offense. Slater hits the impressive Blue Thunder Bomb. Francis goes low on Slater while the referee's vision is obstructed. BDE stops Francis from using the steel chair. Francis plants BBD with the down payment. That was unbelievable. I like this. With a GoPro camera in hand, Slater flies over the ring post with the big play Slater. Now, I really hope.
Yeah, I was going to say, has anybody actually got the footage or found? Has it been posted online yet? The footage of Slater and AJ Francis with that.
That has to come
GoPro.
out. That has to come out at some point.
Yeah. It might do on one of the highlight reels over the Christmas period.
Yeah, it's got to.
I would love to see that because it's just I was just feel so brilliant.
I mean, unbelievable. I can't believe it. I really want to see that. Slater then counters on the moonsault with a super kick. Rich Swann slides a steel chair in the ring, but it's just a distraction so that Francis can drill Slater with the X Division title. It's not enough to keep him down, of course, and the frustrated Francis tries to get Swann to do his dirty work. Swann refuses, even though he'd already done some dirty work, refuses and hits Francis with the X Division title. Slater puts him away with the Swanton 450 to retain.
Well, one thing I loved about this as well was the way the referee was getting pissed off with Francis too. And Richmond just nods to the referee. She just turned around, her hands on her hips. I'm not paying attention to this. That was brilliant. Yeah. It's just everyone was pissed off with AJ Francis.
I mean, I think it was clear that at some point, Rich was going to turn on Francis because of obviously the way that he's been treating him recently.
And when Leon Slater brought up Casey Navarro in his promo too, that hit home as well. You could see then that you knew something was going. You knew that everyone was pissed off with AJ Francis.
Absolutely, he's got to be the heel of the year.
Yeah.
But this was cool. I enjoyed this match as well. This is my second favorite match of the night.
I love. It's like again. This is like it's joint favourite alongside Ying Lee versus Brookeside and the Rascalz versus Mustafa Ali and the rest of Order 4. This was just such a good match. It was. I can't split all three of them, and that satisfied with everything. And I'm that easily pleased with everything.
Yeah.
So
it was a good moment. It was a good moment. The covering of the eyes, as Paul Matthewson said, he loved that as well.
Yeah, I thought it was brilliant.
It was a good moment. It was a good moment, and this is a time. This is exactly why I love TNA over many other wrestling promotions, because I just love the fact when they tell such good stories, and this is a prime example of a great story being told in the ring. I love it. Really, really good stuff.
Taking nothing away from AJ Francis, he was fucking good in this match.
AJ Francis is such a good wrestler.
Yeah.
People, honestly,
I just didn't. I've just not said gave him any credit yet, so I'm just taking nothing away from him. He was absolutely amazing in this match.
Absolutely, my friend.
I think if he does want to go for the X Division Championship again, I think he will win it.
Yeah, I agree. I think there is a possibility.
He's just shown. He's just once again shown he is not to be taken lightly when he is pushed to the limit, and I can see him being a champion next year if he's still with TNA, because I know his contract is expiring at the end of the month as well.
I'd be very, very surprised if he's not. I'm very surprised.
Yeah.
For me,
I would be too.
For me,
I think
AJ Francis would be one of the ones in the top 2 or 3 that you want to make sure you've got for 2026. In my opinion,
definitely.
It's been such a good heel. Such a good heel. I loved it. Absolutely. Dani Luna and Indy Hartwell settled the score in a dog collar match this Thursday on TNA Impact. We find that out, of course. Ryan Nemeth reminds the world that his big brother, Nick Nemeth, can call his shot for the TNA World Title opportunity anytime he wants. Nemeth insults Mara Shade.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right. There you go, mate. Does he get a sticker on
there? There you go. Who makes him pay for another super kick? There you go. How about that?
That was brilliant.
So we're heading into the main event, Joe. We're heading into the main event, and of course, before JD retires from in-ring competition in January, it's interesting because they keep saying that retires from in-ring competition. Maybe he's going backstage.
I think, I know he's stopping because he's just recently got married, so he doesn't want to get injured or anything.
Yeah, I get that.
But
that's his wife.
So
that's his wife, mate. She don't want it anymore.
I know. So I can see him working backstage, like doing something similar to Sandy Callahan or So I think it'd be brilliant. It'd be brilliant. It'd be great to keep him in the company.
Yeah, definitely. If he's someone that they can keep around in the back, I think that would be great. That really would. I mean, even as a producer, we know that the hometown man. Sorry, no, not the hometown man. Cody Deaner. We know that he's a producer of matches as well. Why not? Why couldn't maybe JDC become a match producer? I don't know, or another role. There's other roles he could potentially
booker
as well, a booker of some sort. Anyway, it was a good match. I thought this match was solid. I'm not going to say it set the world alight.
Really.
But it was a good match, Kazarian locked in the chicken wing, and then at the end, and JDC, eventually passes out. Obviously, Frankie gets the win over JDC, and moves on and continuing as the TNA World Champion. I enjoyed the match. I'm not going to say it certainly wasn't the best match of the night. I did enjoy it. It was entertaining. JDC is a way better talent than people give him credit for. Good match. I enjoyed it. What about you?
I thought it was, like you say, just another really solid match on a very, very good show. There was just better matches on there. Not to say that this was a bad match. In fact, this was just a better, and this was just what a fantastic match.
Yeah, I absolutely. Barry, what are you saying, mate? Talking the system, they need to keep Alisha off the mic.
Oh, no, you don't. No, we keep Alisha on the mic.
Actually, no, I see what they're saying, because they've turned them face, haven't they? So they've turned them into a face faction. So actually, yes, I get what he's saying. Her voice is very annoying, works very well. Yeah, exactly. And for a heel team, yes, I get it. You're right. Yeah, maybe you're right, Barry. I'm not going to say you're not.
No, I say we keep this on the mic.
You reckon? He has got an
Yeah.
annoying voice, though, mate.
Nah, she's got a voice of an angel.
Oh my God, really? Oh, okay. Anyway, after the match, the NXT Outlaws hit the ring and attack the system. Lexa King is about to light the TNA logo on fire. I wish they'd done it. Actually, I think that would have really been a good ending to the
Yeah.
event. When Steve Maclin, Mike Santana, and the Hardys make the save. Security and Director of Authority Santino Marella try to separate them. Stacks knocks out Santino, his father-in-law, with a right hand, and then Final Resolution goes off air. Okay, so I'm going to say this now. This was a solid show, right?
Very
Top to
solid.
bottom, it was a solid show. I did find it a little bit underwhelming, though, considering it was the final show of the year. It certainly wasn't the best one, and it potentially could have been. If they'd have lit the TNA, if they'd have done that, that would have been a very explosive end to the show. Do you not think?
Yeah. Well, that and then coming off of a huge break from after Bound for Glory, so the momentum hasn't really picked up yet. It's almost like the momentum they built up going up to Bound for Glory dropped off. So it's literally like rebuilding all that momentum and hype back up. So that sort of energy isn't there either.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had, but I really enjoyed this show. It was a lot more. I enjoyed it a lot more than Turning Point, and it was a great way to end the year. I mean, yeah, we're moving on to AMC in January. Genesis is not long after that, so we're in for a hell of a bang for next year.
I think you could be right. I think we're in for a hell of a 2026. I think it's going to open amazingly. And I can't wait. I seriously, I cannot wait for 2026 right now.
It's going to be.
It's
so
exciting,
good.
mate. I'm proper excited. And you, Eric, you have a fantastic Christmas, my friend. We should be around next week though. So don't fret. We will be around next week. I'm not sure when we're going to do our last show yet. So next week.
Depends when the last TNA is. With the last new TNA episode before the weekly roundup, so it'll probably be next week or the week afterwards. But I think it'll probably be might be next week, which will be the 17th. So yeah, then they usually do the highlights then for like the weeks up to Christmas and onto the new year.
I mean, we won't bother doing shows based on those. That's a bit of a waste of time. What we will do though is if anything sort of kind of pops up newsworthy, maybe we could pop on and have a chat about that, even if it's just for a 15-20 minute show or something. But I think you're right. I think next Wednesday will be our last show of 2025. And then we'll be back in 2026, unless.
Yeah, no, I've only just like got the over the 4 weeks away and going fucking batshit insane, and then now I've got to do it. Go another 3 weeks or so.
Yeah, about 3 weeks, I think, isn't it? I think it'll be.
Oh God, why?
Might only be 2. 3 weeks, I think. But this Thursday's Impact show, let's have a quick chat about it before we finish up. And of course, it's the first of the El Paso tapings, of the sold-out El Paso tapings, which should be interesting. We've got Luna versus Hartwell in the dog collar match. That should be interesting, don't you think?
That's going to be. I'm really looking forward to this. This is going to be really good.
I think so. I think that's going to be really, really good. I'm looking forward to it. We haven't seen a match like this for quite some time. I think the last one.
Not since Killer Kelly and Masha Samovich was the last dog collar match.
Absolutely, I agree. Absolutely, I think that is when it was that we had it. I think that was the last one.
Yeah, and Eric Young and Maclin, I think, did one, but it was a dog collar or a bull rope match they used.
Did they do a?
I think it was a bull rope because it got really bloody.
I think you're right. I think it was. Matt Cardona is going to take on Lexus King. You see, this is what I'm saying. Matt Cardona is like on every week now. He's signed. I'm telling you, he's signed. He's signed. Whether it be a long-term deal, I don't know, but he's definitely signed for a period of time. We are also going to hear from the Hardys. They've obviously got something to say, which should be good. and I think which is going to probably be the main event of the night, is the #1 contender match for the X Division title. We're going to get Jake Stumpton versus Cedric Alexander versus Ryan Nemeth versus Dez versus BDE versus Jason Hott. Now, if that doesn't tell you how good the X Division is, the X Division is looking right now, I don't know what to tell you. That's going to be a hell of a match.
Wow, that's going to be so good.
Hell of a match.
I could honestly, Ryan Nemeth is probably going to win, might win this one, and really, that would send somebody head spinning. I could see Ryan Nemeth might walk out the winner in this one.
I think I'm going to throw this one out there, right? I think it's going to be Dez.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be Desmond Xavier. I think it's going to be a Rascal taking it forward. And just imagine what that match, Des Xavier, former X Division champion himself, going against Leon Slater at Genesis.
He's never been X Division champion. He won the Super X Cup, but he never won the X Division title.
I thought he did.
No. Trey Miguel and Saki Wentz are the only Rascals who've won the X Division title. Desmond Xavier hasn't won it. He won the Super X Cup and never got his X Division title shot.
I'm gobsmacked. I thought he did. I thought he held it. I'm going to check that.
Yeah.
I'm going to.
Don't quote me on that, but that's from what I can remember, because I know Tom Hannafin even mentioned that there was like Trey Miguel and Wentz were the only X Division champions as well.
Okay, all right. Well, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but I still think that.
If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I want to know if I'm right now. So someone by all means please let us know if I'm wrong.
I still think
because I'm going to go.
I still think it's going to be Dez. I still think it's going to be Dez who's going to get his shot at the X Division title, and what a match that will be.
Yeah, if not, it'll be or BDE, and then AJ Francis will come out and ruin his shot when he's going in against Leon Slater.
Well, maybe. I just think that BDE is too early days for him, to be honest.
Yeah.
But you never know. You never know. I mean, he is an internet sensation looking for the viral moments. You never know. You never know. Okay, but Joe, I think that's pretty much all we've got time for this week. And we've gone over the hour. We've gone over the hour.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
We got Sinner and Saint versus Brian Myers and Eddie Edwards too.
Oh, and
that's been
announced.
Thanks, Mia. Thanks for letting us know. And Milo Grace versus the Elegance Brand as well. I think
is that on the show, or is that on? I'm pretty sure that is. Is that the Explosion match? I thought.
The last Explosion match was Jada Stone and Mila Moore versus Tasha versus I forgot who they took on, but basically they betrayed Jada Stone and let her get beaten up.
Yeah. Okay.
On Explosion.
Fair enough. All right. No worries. Okay, but that is pretty much all we've got time for this week. So if you want to show your support for TNI UK, then please feel free to super sticker us or head over to prowrestlingtees.com, Total Nonstop Impact for some great shirts. Head over to the exclusive Spreadshirt merch store. Of course, the links for those are below. All TNI shows are to all you Listen on the Go fans on audio only via SoundCloud, Spotify, iTunes, wherever you list your favorite shows. We are, of course, available. Where can we find you on the socials, Joe?
You can follow me on Twitter at JKEmptySpace. You can jump onto Facebook, YouTube, or Twitter, or Instagram. Look for hashtag Empty Space, hashtag Enter the Void, or fancy security tips, and you send you a hashtag Daily Gold for a bit of a laugh or two. But approaching never mind, and you just might keep your sanity.
Your sanity. Yes.
And I've got the dog licking my ears.
That's it. Unbelievable. Barry's looking forward to the Harley Hudson and Mila Grace versus the Elegance Brand.
Yes, that's going to be so
It will be good. Yeah, definitely. TNI on the socials. All you need to do, whatever social media platform you're on, is go to @WeTalkImpact, and there you'll find us. Go and give us a follow, give us a share. You never miss out on any of the great content we've got coming out each and every week. If you're interested to find out more, of course, on myself, I am, of course, Lord Bison at Lord Bison at Lord Bison 45 on the X. or Twitter or whatever you want to call it. You'll also find me on the Talk of the Tick at Bison by Design, my clothing brand, at bbdwear.co.uk. Go and check it out. I tell you what, mate, I'm going to show off this. Look at this. Look at this hoodie, mate. Look at it. Hang on, I'm going to show the hood.
Drum roll. Yeah, that's something.
You will find it over on .co.uk. Go and get over there. We've got some great stuff going on. Hit 2026 the way you mean to go on with some Bison by Design in your corner, guys. In your corner. That's where you want to be. Anyway, guys, please take the time to help us out moving up the rankings on YouTube by giving us a thumbs up. And if you're new to us and you like what you see, then, of course, consider hitting that subscribe button. And don't forget to give the bell a tickle, a squeeze, or a smash to never miss any of the great TNI UK or US teams' great TNA-related content coming out each and every week. With all that said, of course, I've been the Bison, and he's been the Joker, and this has been episode 256 of Impacted. Take care, everyone.
Take care, guys. Much love to the TNI tribe. We'll see you next week. Once this thing decides to work properly. Right, we'll try it again. We'll see you next week.